Today is a day to reflect, to be thankful. Today, this month, September, Spinal Cord Awareness Month. So it's just a month to learn, to listen, to educate, um, and to advocate. Living with a spinal cord injury, it's been a quite journey. Getting injured in 2002 unexpectedly, and to see where um, technology was at, to see where the research was at, and to see where it is now, has been a blessing, man. It has been a beautiful journey. But one thing I have learned since I got injured in 2002, one thing I have learned, and one thing I have appreciated, and one thing I haven't taken for granted is the process. Meeting individuals that I never thought or never would have met. Just appreciating that. Um, you know, being in a different mind state or different mental state that I probably wouldn't be at if I didn't get injured. Just appreciating that, just appreciating the love and the 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 support that you probably wouldn't have if something like this would have happened. So just appreciating the process, man. And that's one thing I haven't taken for granted. Not rushing my life. Um, you know, just taking one day at a time. Appreciating the family time um, that I get to enjoy, and appreciating, like I mentioned, meeting new people. Just appreciating the process, man. Just not rushing it, enjoying it, making the best out of it. That's one thing. I can honestly say that. It had this. This new life have taught me to appreciate the small things. Appreciate, um, you know, people coming up to you, saying how much they admire you, your strength and your determination. Just taking all of that in, and helping me to get through the day. Helping me to build that strength within me, man. So I'm very very thankful, and very grateful to have had a village that been here with me, um, you know, since day one, man. Just having a team of individuals um, that's not blood related to me, but still behind the scenes, fighting for me to make sure I have the resources to continue living a productive and a successful life. Just having a family. Once you come in contact with individuals in similar situations that don't have that family support, it make you appreciate your family even more. Um, so just thankful just to have a family and a solid team, a loyal team that willing to go be above and beyond to make sure that as I mentioned, I have the resources to continue thriving in life. So as I mentioned, man, spinal cord awareness is something that's we should make ourselves aware of. We should educate and and learn, and just try to find ways to make this life a little more accessible, a little more inclusion. So today, this month, if you know an individual, or you don't know an individual, you want to educate yourself, feel free to do so, because together, we could accomplish so much more. Um, and as I always state, man, I'm blessed, man. I'm blessed. Despite despite it all, I'm blessed. And you know, one thing about me, I recognize that, and I don't take that for granted. I recognize, you know, what I have you know, is a blessing. Um, I recognize that, and I know that, life could be extremely much worse than what it is. Despite everything, you know, in a great mind state. Um, um, I have great health, despite everything, and I'm very fortunate. I'm very fortunate. So I know that I'm blessed, and I'm just, if I could just, continue to inspire, continue to be that vessel, to continue to try to be that voice, um, of my community, of the spinal cord injured community. I'm willing to do that, because, I always say, God, didn't leave me here for nothing. So if I could try to be, um, like as I mentioned, that voice, if I could try to, put myself in a better situation, to inspire others, that's, struggling, because, getting hurt in 2002, I have learned a lot. Um, you know, I have educated myself a lot, to, not only benefit myself, but to help those who are newly injured, those who haven't, you know, experienced that, but once they happen, need to know where to go get those resources from. I have, built myself, and I want to continue putting myself, in a better position, so others, could, piggyback off of me, or for others to, send me those direct messages, telling me, if they heard about my story and they don't know where to start. That's what I love about this journey. Um, I appreciate that, because I know that despite my life, and although it's just me, I'm one individual, but I know that it's not about me. You know, it's not all about me. If I could continue helping someone, that's what I want to do. Um, so, as I mentioned, September is National Spinal Cord Awareness Month. Take the time out to learn, take the time out to educate yourself, spread the word, spread the awareness, and man, if you could help someone, feel free to, man. Feel free, because you know, any help is, better than no help. As I mentioned, if you know someone, reach out to them. Um, you know, just just understand that it's okay. It's okay. And to my peers, stay strong. Um, you know, um, life is a challenge. Whether you are, living with a disability, or whether you are able, individual, life is a challenge for everyone. So just know that you are not alone. Um, you know, the future is always brighter. Um, you know, You know, it may be cloudy your way, but just know that, man, it's definitely going to shine one day. It's definitely going to shine one day. So just stay strong. Um, Keep your head up, and just continue pressing forward.